I'm here at Ingliston Circuit near Edinburgh for a Supercar Driving Experience paid for by Joyce's son Callum and his girlfriend Tammy. Hi guys, I'm Suman. Unfortunately Joyce is not very well, so she couldn't be here for the video today, but I want to talk to you about a Supercar Driving Experience that I had last weekend, July the 20th. Joyce's son Callum and his girlfriend Tammy arranged it for me as a Christmas present and I loved it. So today I'm going to tell you what happened on the day and show you some video from the cars that I drove. So the Supercar Driving Experience that I picked was at Ingliston Race Track just outside Edinburgh. The driving experience was set for 9 AM, but we had to arrive 45 minutes early. At the driver briefing, we were all given USB keys on lanyards. We hand those to the instructors and they plug them into the cars. Now the cars are wired up for video, recording both the driver and what's outside the car. And after the driving experience, have a look at the videos and photos that have been taken and decide if you want to buy them. I bought the package of photos and videos as a download and that cost £55. And I'm quite glad I did because it means I get to share some of it with you guys. After the briefing had finished, but before the session started, we could take a look around the cars that were parked up on the grass. There were a variety of sports cars, Porsches, Lamborghinis, Ferraris and a McLaren. In this area of the circuit we have the Lamborghinis. Oh, these things are going to sound amazing. Here's Callum and Tammy who've bought me this experience. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to return the favour at some point. You want to drive a Lamborghini?
I would choose this one. This is the one I choose.
Is that the Huracan?
Aye. This one and the McLaren, the one I choose.
Yeah. And there was a separate queue for each car that you wanted to drive. So the very popular cars had quite a long queue to get into, and the premium cars had a much shorter queue. The car that I picked to drive first was a Ferrari 458 Spyder, a bright yellow convertible. There was one guy in front of me, we were talking beforehand, and he said his actual daily driver is a Dacia. It's a bit slower than the Ferrari, and I'm sure he had a great time. This is the closest I've ever been to a Ferrari, let alone get the chance to drive one. When it was time for me to get into the car, the first thing I noticed was how low the seat was. It was like sitting on the floor. I sat there and I could just see the steering wheel and the dials. I couldn't see over out of the window. So they gave me a cushion which raised me up a couple of inches, and then I was able to see perfectly well to drive. The vehicle was an automatic with flappy paddles. You pull the right paddle to go up and the left paddle to go down. So after the instructor had told me what to do, we pulled out, went round the corner and stopped for some photographs. After that, when it was safe, I pulled onto the racetrack and the instructor told me what to do, and he got me to drive quite hard down the racetrack, although I was holding back because I didn't want to break this car and be liable for any of the damages.
We're power on, change it, up to the two cones and then we're going into the yellow, then over to the orange cone. Sit close to the yellow, over to the orange, power on, change it, back over to the blue, change up again, keep the wheels straight, and don't change the gears, just slow it down with your foot, in between the wheels of hay, over to the brake boards, keep it into the left. That's it, power on, change up, power on, change up, power on, that's it, gently brake, down two gears, keep as close to the two cones, and you see the yellow, drive towards the yellow, over to the first orange, power back to the blue, change up, and brake, down two gears, brake more, down two gears, over the right of the corner, over to the far left. Nice and smooth up to the two, then into the yellow, over for the orange cone, get as close to the yellow, straight over to the orange cone, power on, change up again, and gently lift your foot off, turn into the yellow, and then power back onto the orange, power on, change up, back over to the blue, keep the wheels nice and straight and gently brake, don't use your gears, just slow it down with your foot, nice and steady, all the way to the brake boards. When you get to the brake boards, slow it down further, down into the third gear, we're going to go round the outside of the track again.
The session was over before I knew it. There were 3 laps and they were done in maybe 3 or 4 minutes in total, and then it was time to drive back and park up. I loved it, but it was really quick. Then I went to queue up for the next car, which was the McLaren Artura, another bright yellow sports car. You can see a photo of it here. And from one yellow car to another, this is the McLaren Artura, the second car that I'll be driving. It's a V6 hybrid rather than a V8, but it's supposed to be very, very fast. And someone's left their keys on the roof. That car was amazing to drive as well. It's a V6 hybrid with about 680 horsepower. Now, I've had a Kia Stinger GT in the past, maybe not a very fast car, but it has 367 horsepower. It was reasonably quick, but I would say the McLaren would accelerate in fourth gear the way the Stinger would accelerate in second gear.
Go for it, back to the right, hard. Keep accelerating, harder, brake hard. Drop a gear, and another. We are on full power now, lightly accelerating, so be careful, lightly accelerate. Now hard, let's go. Harder, up a gear, brake hard, drop a gear. Feel the difference?
Yes.
Lightly accelerate in, let it come left, build up the acceleration as you do, keep it left, keep the speed into the right, lightly accelerate, let it come left, build it in, go. Up a gear, level the speed, stay left, lightly accelerate, into the right now. Build in the acceleration as we come left, now hard, back to the right, harder, up a gear, brake hard, harder braking, drop a gear, excellent. And that's you done 3 laps already.
Amazing.
Brake, drop a gear. Are you happy with 3 laps?
We'll do one more.
It's 2 for 20.
Two then.
Lightly accelerate, more, hard, back to the right, go, harder. Up a gear, keep going, brake hard, drop a gear, stay right, off the brakes, lightly accelerate, build in the acceleration now, go, up a gear, keep accelerating, good, brake hard now, drop a gear, lightly accelerate now, build the acceleration to the left, a little bit more acceleration, good, lightly accelerate in, build the acceleration, up behind the Aston Martin, go, up a gear, right up behind them, closer behind them, tuck it in, overtake them on the right, go, up a gear, good, brake hard, drop a gear, lightly accelerate through, good, brake, drop a gear, stay left, brake, lightly accelerate, good, got to get a bit more speed off when we come in this one, okay, accelerate hard now, go, up a gear, brake hard, drop a gear, stay right, off the brakes, lightly accelerate in.
Yep.
Now getting the hang of this, aren't
Yep.
you? Go! Up a gear. Brake hard now. Harder. Drop a gear. Off the brakes, lightly accelerate. A little bit more acceleration. Level. Keep your speed. Take it in. Don't lose the speed. Lightly accelerate. Now hard. Up a gear. Good. Level the speed. Lightly accelerate. Build the acceleration in. Wait. Go. Hard. Up a gear. Brake hard, drop a gear. That's you done 2 extra laps already.
That's great. And it was brutal. I loved it. But I didn't go as fast as I could have done because obviously it was not my car. I didn't want to damage it. And I was listening carefully to the instructor and not going any faster than he was really letting me do. I had 3 laps in the McLaren. And at the end of that, he said, do you want to do some more? And I said, I want to do 2 more laps. And we went a little bit harder then. And it cost me £20 for 2 extra laps, but it was well worth it. Now, having had time to digest the experience, I think that I would go back and go faster next time. I would drive it harder because I've had time to let the track percolate in my brain. I loved the experience and I would recommend it to everyone else, but be aware it's very quick. It's over in a couple of minutes.